What's going on, Imperials? The legendary DNA Pokemon Deoxys is a strange and powerful Pokemon that hails from the outer reaches of space. It is said that it was mutated from a space virus after being exposed to radiation from a laser beam. But where did this laser come from? Was it an alien civilization? That answer is a little disconcerting, so we'll let that set aside for now. There are all different sorts of radiation floating around in space, but what if the laser came from somewhere else? What if the laser was made by humans? What if Deoxys was inadvertently the first man-made Pokemon? But what do I mean by first? There have been numerous man-made Pokemon to exist, but Deoxys could have predated them all. The asteroid that carried the space virus could have been hit by the ancient world's most powerful source of radiation, the ultimate weapon. As we've seen, this device in Kalos is capable of firing massive bolts of energy into space, and we know that it emits large amounts of radiation known as infinity energy. And we already know that it gives life, as it did to AZ's Floette. The crystal in the center of Deoxys' chest is an important part of it, essentially being the nucleus. We know that infinity energy has reacted with many different crystals in the past to cause sporadic mutations in Pokemon. The infinity energy could have interacted with the crystal and caused the virus to change into this powerful psychic type. The inherent instability of the radiation in space might even account for its ability to change forms.
Excuse me, but the Pokédex clearly states that the virus was hit by a laser, which, as we all know, only travel in straight lines, and the beam from the ultimate weapon is shown here to curve, so it couldn't possibly be the same energy source.
Okay. Nerd. First of all, how would the Pokédex even know how Deoxys came to exist? Was it there? No. Secondly, if we take everything the Pokédex says at face value, then Slurpuff smells exactly 1,000,000 times better than humans, which would be painfully debilitating. Machamp would be able to punch 500 times a second, despite its laughable speed stat, and Magcargo would be hotter than the sun. So who's to say what type of energy actually caused the mutation of the virus? So, could the ultimate weapon's use 3,000 years ago have created Deoxys, with him being trapped all this time? Or did it simply take him this long to reach his current form? Does this mean that something like Mewtwo is old hat in terms of man-made Pokemon? One could even argue that Deoxys would be the superior man-made Pokemon, since it was made with much less time and energy, and did not immediately try to kill its creators. There are some indicators that Oros takes place before X and Y, which means that the player encounters Deoxys in the Delta episode before Team Flare would have fired the weapon again. So, does this mean that they had the potential to create another Deoxys? Or could it have mutated into something else entirely? I'd be very interested to see. So, what do you think about Deoxys being the first man-made Pokemon? Personally, I love the idea, but a rather large hole in the theory is the fact that Deoxys existed in the other timeline, prior to Mega Evolution or Infinity Energy, so it seems less likely that that would be the cause. However, I am sure that one of the evil teams at the time could whip something up to do a similar job, and it is interesting to consider such possible connections. Well, there you have it. Is Deoxys a man-made Pokemon? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Also be sure to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe so that you too can become an Imperial today. And we'll see you around next time.